Daniel. Thanks for coming back in.
Hi, thanks. Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah, how's your week been?
It's okay. A little stressful, but I'm here.
So stressful. What's been going on?
Work and pretty much just everything. Just feel stressed all the time.
Okay, so should I add work onto our agenda?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. What else has been stressful?
I just feel stressed whether I'm work at home, trying to make a decision about, buying a new car, and it's a big purchase. And every time I start thinking about spending all that money, then I get stressed. Start thinking that, I'll have like some kind of crisis afterwards, and then I'll need that money, and my mind starts racing and start jumping to worst case scenario. It just gets out of hand. I feel like I'm having a panic attack or something. I don't really know, but that's what it feels like.
Okay. What if we add new car and panic attacks to our agenda?
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Since it sounds like you had a really stressful week, what's one positive thing that happened this past week?
Well, I've been trying to get back on track with, trying to be healthy and, not spending as much money on food because I'm trying to save for the car, obviously. So I guess the plus side of that is that it's helping me get back on track with watching what I'm eating and things like that. So I feel a little better about that.
Good. I'm glad to hear that's going well. How'd your homework go with the automatic thought worksheet? Were you able to use it?
Yeah, I'm still struggling with it, but it's helping a little bit.
Okay. What if I add that to our agenda too? This way we can just review it before we end the session so that you can keep working on those.
That sounds good.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. We've got work, new car, and panic attacks. Which would you like to talk about first?
We can just start with work, I guess.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on at work?
We got a new boss about a month ago, and at first we were all a little, I say me and my coworkers, we were a little uncertain about, how we thought he was going to do, good or bad, and things like that. And a couple weeks into it now, we still kind of feel the same way. I don't really know where I stand with him. I don't know if he likes me or thinks I'm doing a good job. So I find myself second guessing a lot of the work that I do, and it just kind of preoccupies my thoughts a lot, and it really stresses me out because obviously job security and I got bills to pay and things like that.
Has there been an inclination that job security is at risk, or?
In my head, yeah. Reality, no. I mean, I haven't gotten any kind of I haven't been in trouble. I haven't, no reprimands, no issues with any of my performance or anything. My, yearly evaluation's coming up. So no, nothing real, just more like something I'm always just thinking about, just worrying in general.
Yeah, and I like how you were able to separate that, in your head, yeah, but in reality, no. It shows that you are really getting a handle on, identifying some of these automatic thoughts.
That's good. I'm trying.
Yeah. And from what you have down on our agenda, it sounds like anxiety has been a real issue in this past week. Worrying about work, and then you mentioned worrying about whether or not to buy a car, which leads to these big panic attacks. What do these panic attacks look like?
At first it starts out, I just feel like it's almost like a heart attack is what it feels like. The breathing gets tougher, like I can't catch my breath, and, I start breathing more, rapidly or frequently, and it's like, I start hyperventilating, and, of course, while my body's doing that, my brain's running a mile a minute, so it, feels like you're dying, really.
Okay. How do you calm yourself down when you're having one of these?
That's been the hard part. Usually it's just time. I haven't really been able to find a way to calm down once it starts, and time surpasses, and eventually it kind of goes away. But it's pretty awful while it's happening.
It sounds pretty awful. Feeling like you're about to have a heart attack. One thing that we can work on today is just some relaxation and mindfulness techniques. Have you heard of mindfulness before?
No.
So mindfulness is just this school of thought that basically says staying present in the moment that you're in. Kind of like how we've talked about these automatic thoughts that are constantly going on in our heads. Sometimes they can distract us, and while we're at work, all of a sudden we can be thinking about the car, or while we're at home, all of a sudden we can be worried about things happening at work. Whereas, we're not in that situation, so it's important to stay present in doing what we're doing. And it might help with the focus while you're at work, feeling stressed about the job.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So a couple easy things that we can do is some deep breathing. Have you ever tried deep breathing before? Okay. Now, of course, there are all different types of breathing exercises out there. The important one is just to stay focused on your breath, and one that they talk about is, counting 4 seconds as you breathe in through your nose, holding your breath for 4 seconds, and then 4 seconds as you breathe out of your mouth.
Okay.
So we can try that in here if you'd like.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, ready? In through your nose. Hold it. And then out. And we'll just do that a couple of times to help bring ourselves back down.
Yeah, I can kind of feel that. The exhale feels good. It's like you're letting go of the stress or whatever is going on.
Letting go of everything. And that's something that you can do while you're at work or, in the car, at home, wherever. It's, a simple thing to do, and it's not very noticeable.
Yeah, that's good. Last thing I need is people at work thinking I'm, having a hard time with stuff and can't do my job and things like that.
Another thing that we can work on is called a muscle relaxation. Muscle relaxation is basically just tensing and then relaxing your muscles. And you can either tense your whole body at one time and then relax, or you can just focus on different areas. Like you can tense your arms and your shoulders and then relax them. Tense your legs and then relax them. However you'd like to do it.
Okay.
So we can try that too. You just hold it for a few seconds. So we're going to tense our whole body. And then we're going to let go. And do that a couple times just like the breath, and it's supposed to help relax you a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I like that one better.
Yeah. Sometimes it helps relieve some of that muscle stress too.
Mm-hmm.
And those, again, muscle relaxation you can do anywhere you'd like. So how do you feel about doing those?
Good. I think I start trying to do those. I think they'll help.
Okay. Is there anything else that you can think of that might help bring down your anxiety a little bit?
No, nothing that I can think of, but I'm hoping that those two things will help a little bit.
Okay. If you're ever feeling overwhelmed, and you feel like the muscle relaxation and deep breathing aren't working, is there a friend or a family member that maybe you could call just to talk to you about things?
Yeah, I have a couple of close friends that I try to, bounce ideas off of, and they've been helping me with the cars, helping me pick a good one, things like that. I could probably call them. I don't know.
Good. Well, why don't we add that to your homework list, is to practice the deep breathing and muscle relaxation. What about practicing at least one time a day?
Yeah, I think that's more than doable, especially between the amount of stress I have at work and at home too.
Yeah, and you can do either one, the deep breathing or muscle relaxation, just either one time a day for a week.
Okay.
One time a day for a week.
Do I need to write down how I feel afterwards? Do I have to keep a record of anything? I don't really know how to do that.
Keep a record of when you do them. This way you can keep track of whether or not you're able to do it one time a day.
Okay.
And then of course, we're always going to keep track of your anxiety, what you're feeling throughout the day.
Okay.
So, if you feel like your anxiety is a 9 and that's when you're practicing it, and you feel like it brought you down to a 7, that's always a great thing. You can write that down too, okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I can look back on the numbers and see if it's,
If it's
helping or working at all.
Mm-hmm. And then of course, once you have a record of these, we can come back next week and we can see how well they worked, and then we can figure out if there's anything else that we need to add in addition to this, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll work. I know, it's on top of everything at work, home is just stressful, and I live by myself, so that's the hard part too, is when I'm home, my mind starts racing.
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting myself under control. There's nobody there. Sometimes I play with the dogs and stuff like that, but having some extra things I think would help.
Okay. I'm also going to make a side note on here for if feeling extremely anxious, call a friend. This way it's one of those reminders. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, especially when I'm at home.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you feel about today?
Good. It feels good definitely to have somebody to talk to about it, and I appreciate all the feedback and suggestions. I got 3 things now that I can try, and 2 of them I can easily do when I'm at work. When it's harder to call somebody. So I feel okay. I think that I can definitely try you know, hopefully they work and they start to help me feel better.
Okay, awesome. Well, good luck this week. I hope these work.
Thank you.
I'll give you a copy of this. Just gonna make a copy of it for myself.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll see you in a week.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.